Hi everyone! Today we bring you a special conversation with one of our native speaker teachers here in CIP. We hope this will inspire you, give you practical tips, and let you see English from a fresh perspective. Let us all welcome Teacher Sofia.
Hi!
Hi Teacher Sofia, how are you today?
I'm very good, thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. You've been with CIP for almost a year now.
That is correct.
So I believe you've had plenty of experience and a lot of tips and advice you can share to our viewers today.
I will definitely try my best to do that.
All right. Well, let's start with one of the most intriguing questions that we'd like to ask you, which is, what does native teachers give students that textbooks usually can't?
There are many ways that native teachers can help students in a way that a textbook can't. Personally, in my opinion, I've done the textbook many times and students do enjoy it, but it tends to get very repetitive. Sometimes the students get bored. Also, with a native speaker, they can feel the energy. They feel like they're speaking, obviously, to a real person, not just reading a book. It also helps with listening, pronunciation. The book can't do that. They also understand how a native speaker would express the words with facial expressions and with pronunciation.
So can you share one specific instance when a student finally got something after you explained the cultural context behind it?
Okay, yes. I still remember that there was this one time that I had a student and we were discussing family, and she couldn't understand what the difference was between half-sister and stepsister. So we tried to read what the book explained, but still didn't make her understand very well. So I decided to say that if you think about it in this perspective, just think of 100% and then you half that, so it'll be 50%. So you are just 50% connected to this person, only 50% by blood. While when it comes to step, since students know step as in walking steps, it gets further and further and further away.
Yeah.
So step would be a person that you are not related to, but you're far away from them, but still connected family-wise, but not blood-wise. And they really understood that after.
Yeah, I believe she appreciated that explanation. So, Teacher Sofia, why do you think studying with a native speaker builds confidence, not just accuracy?
In my opinion, I think students become more confident when they learn with a native speaker because at least how I do it is when I speak with the students, I make sure to always have a smile on my face and always make them feel relaxed and not judged. That's one of the most important things. Obviously, they're bound to make mistakes since it's not their native language. But I think other than learning accurately, they feel more confident when the teacher makes them feel relaxed, makes them feel at home, and then over time they get used to it, and then it almost seems very natural.
Thank you. Now, let's talk about something fun. Can you share a phrase, an idiom, or a real-world expression that your students love?
Okay, so I've used this, I think, if I've been here for more than a year now, like so many times, but it's the phrase, go with the flow.
Oh,
go with the flow. I've always loved this. My mom taught it to me. And they love it because they have this specific phrase in their language as well. I think it's such a famous phrase that almost the whole world uses this, and it can be in many contexts. So I've taught them this. At first, they didn't fully get it. So I explained the way I explained, whether it's flowing by the ocean or by the wind. Just live the moment and let the wind or life take you where you should be taken, if that makes sense. So they love that.
Yeah, and I love it too.
There we go.
And well, what would you advise to students who are nervous about studying with a native speaker?
I would say, obviously don't be nervous, but even when people say don't be nervous, it just makes them more nervous. So I think I would probably put myself in their shoes. I would probably say, don't worry, like I completely understand. If I were to be in your position, if I were to go study in Japan or Vietnam or Taiwan, I would probably be very nervous as well, since it's not my native language. But then I would let them know that we are not judgy. We can even be almost friends, very close. So don't worry about it being a very strict type of learning education. Just relax, and if you make mistakes, the point of learning, the point of this class is to be able to fix that problem.
Exactly. All right, one last question for you. When do you think should a learner start having one-on-one sessions with a native speaker?
So in my opinion, there is not necessarily a specific age or time that a learner should start learning English, especially with a native teacher. You can absolutely start any time that you feel ready and that you feel confident. I'm sure anyone would be able to do it absolutely amazingly. Thank you.
There you have it. Thank you so much, and we hope you all learned something. Again, practical tips and a fresh perspective from teacher Sofia.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Speak English with confidence at CIP English.